So here we go. A little update on the 20 gallon, as requested. I don't really know why anybody cares yet, because it's not actually all that interesting yet, but it's getting there. Anyway, so added a couple corals, as you can see. Got an Anthelia in there. I actually have another few heads of Anthelia that are a different color, but I actually really like these. These are kind of a purpley, pinkish, kind of interesting. I considered doing just like a pulsing Xenia or something like that, but like kind of the less chaotic flow of these. So picked up a frog spawn the other day. Really kind of digging how it looks, and it was actually it was a really great frag from a local guy that I picked up for like $5. So was incredibly happy to see that it's doing as well as it is. Having a little bit of problem controlling flow in this tank, actually. The flow to where that frog spawn is actually because of the AC70 is bouncing off this front wall and then pretty much blowing the frog spawn backwards all the time. So not exactly what I wanted to do, but we'll be fixing that in the not so distant future. Still have, of course, kind of my pride and joy coral over here in the corner is this hammer coral. Though I kind of wish I had done my homework. I didn't realize that there are branching hammers and non-branching hammers, you know, the kind of just sit down in the sand bed. What I really wanted was the kind that just sits down in the sand bed, and wish that I had it, but I'm okay with this one. It's actually growing a little coral baby off of its side, so I'm getting another head off of that. That's PT, the clown, and then behind PT is of course the pallies that my wife my wife seems to be attached to them for some reason. I don't really know what I feel about them. I mean, they're just kind of brown, though they do have kind of an interesting green tentacles on the end of the skirt and green mouths, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, this is apparently my green corner for the most part. Didn't really intend to do that, but it just, happened that way. Anyway, got, of course, the candy canes over here, which you can kind of see. I mean, they're picking up a little bit of color. They're still not exactly the kind of color that I expected to see out of these guys, but not bad. I mean, they're getting kind of a little bluing to the lines in them, so pretty interesting. I mean, I picked that up when it had just one and a partial head on it, so it's already split. Now have three almost fully formed heads, and it looks like it's actually getting ready to split again, so doing pretty well. And then, of course, let's see, move over this way, and you can see the GSP down there. I don't know that the GSP is going to stay there, because I don't actually want it growing up completely over this rock, which, as we all know, is exactly what it's going to do. But this was the only place. I had it in the back corner, I had it in the front, I had it in high flow, highlight, low light, and it would never open. And so suddenly I stuck the rock that it's on down right here, and it went, whee, I'm happy. So, I don't know. It's a little bit of a temperamental coral, which is odd because GSP typically isn't, but this one is for whatever reason. However, it's not as temperamental as this thing. The freaking Duncan. This Duncan coral. Let me talk to you about this Duncan coral. Okay, so Duncans, we all know, have those like long, flowy, sweepy tentacles, and they look all awesome. Yeah, not my Duncan coral. My Duncan coral has said, screw you. I don't care where you put me. I'm going to have short, little, stubby tentacles. Though it does have really cool coloration. It's not quite as purple as I want it to be, but it's actually getting there slowly but surely. It's coloring up underneath these newer lights, so I'm liking it. Got great green to it, however, in the mouth. So kind of, I like the way that it looks. I just wish it would do the long, sweepy tentacles, and it just absolutely refuses to, no matter where it is in the tank. So finally I was just like, all right, heck with it. I'm just going to glue you right here, and that's going to be your home. But anyway, so yeah, that's an update. We're, I don't know, 4 weeks in, 5 weeks in, something like that. Levels seem to be doing pretty well. I am having a little bit of a nitrate problem in the tank. I mean, nothing huge, but I do have nitrates present, probably less than 10 parts. So it's not like it's going to be any huge deal. Oh hey. And Poi decided to come out and pay us a visit. which is kind of awesome because Poi very rarely ever pays us a visit. So anyway, that's Poi the firefish. So I am having a little bit of a nitrate problem. Gonna do a little bit of Chaeto back in the refugium in the back of the AC-70 here soon, and hopefully clean that up. And we'll see what else happens. I'm actually going to run some Seachem denitrate in a bag for a bit as well, just see if I can kind of pull it out a little bit before I can, because I'm actually having a heck of a time finding someone with Chaeto algae. So I don't really feel like driving an hour for it, and it doesn't appear that John over at Reef Cleaners carries it anymore. So anyway, as I figure it out, if I find a great source for it, or if you know a great source for it, let me know. I would love to hear about it. So there you have it, a little tank update for you.